Hi, Andrew here, and you know, shit happens. That's perhaps the best summary of the most famous of Murphy's Laws that I've ever come up with, perhaps, heard. Murphy's Law, the most famous of Murphy's Laws, is anything that can go wrong will, which is to say, shit happens. I suppose there ought to be a corollary to it. Anything that can go right will. Why? Because life is pretty random. Because shit happens. And you get dealt a hand of cards, and you have to play them. And I think it was R.L. Stevenson who said, life is not about playing a good hand, but playing a poor hand, a poor hand well. Or words to that general effect. In many ways, I was dealt a great hand. I got a reasonably functioning brain. I had good family, good support. Grew up in a nice part of town. Got a decent education. I hit the lottery. I was born in the Anglosphere. I was born in the free world. That right there is better than 90% of the people out there. So, you know, that's good. The crushing problems with depression, well, they're on the not so good. But there you have it. Shit happens. Some of it's good shit, some of it's bad shit. Well, I got to particularly thinking about this today because I ran into my client, my writing client, this afternoon as I was busting out for my walk. And I've let her know, she knew before we started talking about doing writing for her that I have problems with depression, and she has helped me with them. I don't want to give away too much, but she gets it. She gets it. Let's just leave it at that. So she understood where I was having difficulties and why suddenly I couldn't write. She even said, look, Andrew, if you're having problems, your writing's not going to be what I need anyway. You got to be in a good headspace. So get your head on straight and you know, no stress. Don't stress it out. She was really trying to lift the burdens from me. Well, things have been much better this last month, and I bumped into her today and we got to talking. And she said, oh, and by the way, I've changed the focus of my business. I've niched down. I don't want to go for this thing that I was doing. I'm doing similar, but I'm going over here where there's not so many people. Everybody's going into that. I think I've got a niche here where I can really, really do well. And it completely changes the nature of the writing, what I need to provide for her. Right from the very first, what's her customer avatar? Her ideal client is different, which means that my writing, what I have to create for her, I'm sending it to a different person. I'm writing it for a different person. So, but what does that have to do with shit happens? Well, I was unable to create the work product, but by sheer dumb luck, I didn't put a crap ton of time into stuff that would have to be pitched out and rewritten anyway. Shit happens. Again, sometimes it's good shit, sometimes it's bad shit. And sometimes the only difference between good shit and bad shit is as simple as, how do you look at it? Roll with it. Maybe the challenge, in crisis there is opportunity. And maybe the problem is simply an opportunity for something else. And that's the way I look at it. My terrible tangle with my depression has led to some good outcomes, and one of them is that I didn't create a bunch of work product that has to be completely rewritten. And now I can attack it even more happily because we had a great chat about what's going on and what we need to do, and we're ready to drive forward in this sort of client-writer partnership. So take from that what you will, but thank you very much for watching. That was my time, and now is your time. And in the meantime, take care of yourself and don't let old Murphy get you down. And you'll see me soon.